to understand our position paper, what is the technical charter of this community, how the governance is managed, and you have several links, including the Slack, which is very important when you're going to contribute directly to the project. And I just want to welcome the participant external of the governing board. So we've got Dell, we've got Canonical, we've got Linux Foundation, Huawei, and I think I forget many entities. So can you nearby computing? Is there any other companies that I forgetted?
Yes, HPE.
Yeah, HPE. HPE is one of the first time connecting to this TSC, so you are very welcome also.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. So now we're going to deep dive in the agenda. The first point is concerning the directed fund creation. We will have a deeper look during this meeting. And just to come back, that we had the V02 release that has been delivered last week of the stack. So it will open us the ability to provide custom bare metal, but Mark will give more detail about this. And Kai already introduced him. So and as mentioned, the contributors files has been updated. We will manage the different opportunity around communication and so on in the dedicated work group, so we can have an open discussion there on the different topics. Okay, so let's start with the first work group, and I will let the floor to Mark Bailly, as Matthew will come back next week. Mark.
Yeah, so hello everybody. So indeed, working with Guillaume Mathieu, replacing Mathieu just for this week. So yes, there's a very good news that we were able to tag the V0.2.0 version of Sylva last Tuesday. So compared to V0.1, it mainly had the support of bare metal deployments, and yeah, so that release was tested with deployment on top of OpenStack, on top of bare metal workload, so with bare metal for workload cluster, and also with on top of vSphere. So yeah, it's a big achievement for the entire team. We know that we still have we were also able to add the support of required feature for network acceleration, especially for SIOV. So we are able to customize each pages and so on. And yeah, there was work also done on security with policy management with Kyverno. So yeah, there is still a lot to do until we reach a production grade version. So there will be improvement to be done in the future V0.3 that we target for October. So there will be refinement for making a release a production grade. So typically that include providing a better way to manage the lifecycle management of a workload cluster. That includes, for example, so removing some of the limitations. For the time being, we are only able to support the deployment of one workload cluster. So yeah, there is various improvement like this to be done. There is also some evolution for which there are RFE in progress. So there is the extension to support the SUDOS. There is an ongoing RFE that was started to extend the scope of the monitoring stack, and also there was a discussion around this week, because there was also some initial proposal to support HOPNI for that. So yeah, there will be a demo for that next week, so that we move forward and decide what we want to include for this extension of the monitoring stack. And yeah, there is also other RFE probably to be open about Open RAN, for example. So yeah, that was a big achievement, and yeah, we were pleased to deliver that. And I know it started being tested in validation center with first installation in progress, but yeah, there will be probably more detail provided in the next working group.
Okay, so is there any questions, clarifications, ideas to provide to Mark and this work group, because Mark is not the only work group member around the table? No, all is clear. Thank you, Mark, and the team, and again for this achievement, which is really important because without any performance and custom bare metal, I think that work group 2 can do nothing. Yes, Luis, any question?
No, I just wanted to say congratulations for the delivery of the version 0.2. We were waiting for that.
Yeah.
So very good news.
Yeah, and basically, I think it's really important also to have your feedback as the work group 2 to install, to enhance, to ask for enhancement of the documentation and so on. I think that this discussion between the two work groups are very important, and it's done in a very good collaboration way. So I just encourage this to continue as it is today. So now we are smoothly switching to the work group 2.
Swiftly moving on. Okay, so working group 2 validation center, we have some progress from last time. Last time, 2 weeks ago, we reported that we have completed the validation, or we were about completing the validation for the first CNF. That was completed, and now we have created the report that will be a reference because we are using the template. So this is the reference for future validation reports. So this is already completed. So we close that validation. And good news, some progress from the last 2 weeks is that we have a new validation platform, the one from Orange, with the bare metal flavor. So we have right now 2, one with the bare metal flavor and another with the OpenStack flavor. We call them Telefonica 1 and Orange 1. And having this platform and having the version 0.2, we have just started recently, or yesterday, today, now, the validation process for a new CNF that required this version 0.2. Is the SVR, so the switching from 6-wind. So this is the process that we can report. We have a new platform and we are starting validation for a new one, a new CNF, because the previous one was completed. We have created, but this is from previous meeting as well. We have no progress there, but we have created a working group just to write some scripts required for validation. That's a work in progress. Okay, so this is what is done. And what do we plan to do next in the next couple of weeks? Probably will take us more, probably 4 weeks. Well, in the next 2 weeks, we will configure version 0.2 in these 2 platforms that we have commented, in the bare metal and the OpenStack 1, TEP1 and Aura 1. And we will be validating the new CNF, the VSR from 6-wind, in these 2 platforms, with the focus in the bare metal one, because it's the new platform and they want to confirm that that is properly configured. And we will complete some testings that we are test scripts that we are running that will be required for this validation using version 0.2. So this is all that we've done. This is what we plan to do next. And the only thing to share is this validation report that I commented is available. You have there the link. So you there have an example of how we report that something has been validated, how we show the evidence, or how we define the configuration that has been used to validate something. And there's nothing to request your decision or approval or anything at this point. So that's everything on my part.
Yeah. Any question to Luis?
As usual, I encourage you, everyone, if you identify a network function or an application or anything that you want to be validated, we are interested, eager to receive proposals, because actually we have no many in the backlog.
Okay. So I just want to again to support your good news, because at Orange we are very pleased to open a new validation center close to Telefonica One, and so I think it's really important. On Orange side, definitely we want to propose new CNF. We are in touch with some vendors, so I want to highlight also this effort. Personally, I've read your last update on the backlog of CNF. You mentioned it's not so full, but we can see that the table is going to have a good appearance. So I think we are going very good progress in the last weeks. So I think very good results have just been achieved. Thanks, Luis.
Okay, thank you.
No other question on workgroup 2? Okay, so concerning workgroup 3, we will have no update this week. Luis, Théophile is coming back soon, next week. And concerning energy efficiency, Sundara, I don't know. No, Sundara has not joined. So is there any participant of this workgroup that wants to share any highlights? No? Okay, for workgroup 4. So now the 5th workgroup is dedicated to communication and adoption. André, are you here? I'm not sure André was available today. So André updated the status of this workgroup, and we have several topics to discuss together. So we can manage together this point. I don't know, maybe Luis, you are part also of this workgroup. I don't remember Orange USP. So there are some other participants of this communication workgroup. We have several topics. Just the point that highlighted André is that there's a GitLab interview. So you've got here the link, and André will add a new post to promote this interview managed by GitLab. So it's part of our GitLab partnership. You know that we are in ultimate license of GitLab without any fee. So we are pleased to participate at that kind of interview, to have a win-win approach. On the next topic, we have a new onboarding session for new partners the 6th of September. We have already some potential partners that have confirmed this schedule. I think that I have already sent the invite. So if not, please raise the hand. So that's it. And now we have many events in September. So there is the Linux Foundation Member Summit. So Sylva, to remind, is part of this Linux Foundation Europe. So we will have during this event the opportunity to explain where we are on the project and how we can ask other members to support us to enhance the adoption. So this is for the 18th of September. I know that on the 18th of September, Gergali and Kenny have also other summits. Gergali, if you want to say a word, or Kenny.
Yes, so in the same day, in the same town, we will have the Regional One Summit, which is a mini summit for LFN projects, and Anuket is also part of this this summit. So there are obvious overlaps between the content of the two events. So this is why I would like to ask the Sylva TSC to consider to have a joint Anuket Sylva session in both of these events, if possible, to address both audiences.
So to be pragmatic, the first point is it possible to have a Sylva participant to this one regional summit? First, we might need to have a schedule also. What I know is that on the Orange side, we will have at least 2 participants the 18th of September, so we might have the opportunity to have a representative in both places if we have overlaps in the schedules. So I think we, at least at Orange side, we can have this level of representation. I don't know if there are other Linux Foundation members that have planned to be in Bilbao the 18th of September. That can maybe also
for the one regional summit, you don't need to be a member of anything, so it's an open event. Although it has a, now I forgot the fee. It's either $50 or $25. And maybe Kenny can help me here. And you are on mute.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry.
Yep. No, that's that one was me. I believe it's 20. I'm pulling it up right now. I should have had it ready to go. My apologies.
Yeah, and do we need to have a ticket to the open source summit, the main conference, so we can participate in the one regional summit?
Yes, it is an add-on event. I do not believe that there is registration available for that as a standalone.
Okay, so I don't know about this. Luis, you had a great common talk about Anuket and Sylva. I don't know if you have this in mind also.
I could participate if you think this is useful. We did this talk already with Anuket. It's kind of, but if you think is interesting, I could participate there in this session, just repeating the same thing. So we already have a joint Anuket Sylva session where we presented what we are doing and how we interlock together. We can cover it again in person if you think is interesting.
Yeah, I think there is an interest. However, I'm looking again into Kenny if we have space in the schedule for.
The schedule's still being fleshed out. We do know that one of the things that we would like to have is certainly a session that would be jointly represented by Anuket and the Sylva communities. So that there's kind of a placeholder in there. The actual schedule of events hasn't been set, but there is a placeholder for that piece of it. And I'm going to drop the link to the information into the chat window.
And maybe if Luis is a speaker, he will have a voucher to have this co-hosted event. Maybe, no, I don't know. Kenny.
I believe that there for the speakers that there is I believe at least a discount. I can look into that specifically and find out. I don't know off the top of my head.
And Luis, by the way, are you already registered to the Open Source Summit?
Yeah, I can try that. But if you say there's a discount, I may need a code or something. So you enter well.
I mentioned
The
this
One
in the
Summit
chat.
Regional Day.
Interested to have more information on discount. Okay with this?
You mean to this One Summit Regional Day?
No,
mean
I
to
think
this
the question
one
was if you are already registered to the main conference.
No, no, I have not registered to anything.
Okay.
Because we have not organized what we are doing, who is participating in what.
So evaluate participation. Okay. And in the other way, on the LFE, so because it was also the part of your question, Gargali, speak at the LFE Europe about Sylva and Anuket collab.
Mm-hmm.
On my side, I can manage this. I can have I will be speaker to this conference, mentioning the objective of Sylva where we are. I can have a dedicated section on the Anuket collaboration.
That would be great.
Okay, so I can manage this part.
Thank you.
Okay. Kenny, Gargali, are we covered your topics?
Yes, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the other elements, on the 18th of September, we will have a small booth on the LF Europe event. And for this booth and the other booth, André is organizing a meeting tomorrow on this. So we'll have more information there. There are also from the 19th to the 21st some partners that are proposing to speak about Sylva on their booth. So Huawei confirmed they are evaluating this option, and Suzy also. So on their official booth on the OSS Summit, they are evaluating the fact to have a Sylva space where they can speak how what is Sylva, what is the role between their corporate and Sylva. I don't know, Joe, if you want to comment this. Joe, you're on mute.
Hello. I cannot make a decision whether to go to the summit in September currently. Yeah.
On your side, but I have some other Huawei participants there. I think Simon Lawrence was evaluating also this option.
Yes, there will be some my colleague will attend the summit, but for me, my plan cannot be decided now. Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to participate physically, but as I understood, Huawei will have a screen to speak about Sylva. Are you aware about this?
Yes. My colleague told me that there is one screen to be left for some content to be shown. I think maybe we need to discuss what to be shown in the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Suzy and Huawei evaluating to have a dedicated Sylva space on their booth. Okay. So for the other event, the 19th of September. So for the moment, we still to be discreet on this point. We will participate. We will participate to the keynote where we are going to promote the direct fund creation. We will have also some press release on internet to make some echo on this evolution of the project. We are waiting, and the last point, we are waiting. I mentioned the 19th, but it will be on the period 19th to 21st of September. We proposed a panel. It's still to be confirmed. Sylva collaboration with telco and open source ecosystem. So we are waiting from Linux Foundation on this topic. Why we are waiting for them is, in fact, the different papers have been submitted some months ago. So we are in the second round. So we are waiting for some counseling about other speakers so we can have this panel. So this is why it's not organized yet, even if we are a few weeks before the event. Any question on this key period? No? Okay. So, and so don't hesitate to ask to Andre. He's very active on this part. I've started to mention some participants to this event. So I know, so Gergali, you'll be there. Yeah. I think that Kenny, you will participate also?
No, I will not be there.
Okay, okay, sorry.
Unfortunately.
So self-focus has to be confirmed. On Orange side, maybe Nicolas Homo will be also join this event. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Kai from DT is evaluating his participation.
Yes, so I will be there, but the exact dates are not yet finalized. So trying still to do the 18th, but maybe coming in later in the afternoon and leaving then probably on the 20th. Okay.
So we will be pleased to meet there. And also Ericsson, George Kunz will participate. So if there are any other participants, don't hesitate to mention. So it's also the opportunity to discuss about the next step of the project. No, it's okay.
Yes, I can double check with Timo after his holidays.
Yeah, and I mentioned Timo. It's a question mark because he's also an advisory member of the Linux Foundation Europe. So this is why I thought about him.
Yeah.
Okay. So last point is concerning governance and evolution. As Theophile is not here, I will just say a word. So on this part, the main point, as you understand just before, is concerning the fact that we are going to direct inform project. So it's evolution of our governance from community open source to directed fund open source project. If there are some members who wants to apply to become a general sponsor, I'm just opening the last. Definitely I need to save this. I just have some more information about this on the in a previous TSC, just to remind, and I will copy paste this information. So the common press release will be published by the Linux Foundation. We are organizing a first draft of this. So the press release will be reviewed by the premier sponsor of the directed fund. And then we will extend the quote to the general sponsor. So if you want to become a general sponsor, we have for the moment 70% discounts of membership fees for the first year. So it's 6 kilo euros. And so if you want to have more information on this, don't hesitate to contact Théophile. Théophile is coming back next week, but in the meantime, we can also contact the Linux Foundation Europe. Giuseppe or I, we can give you the appropriate contact from the Linux Foundation Europe to have any other information. But definitely Théophile is coming back, so don't hesitate to rely also on him for this topic. It will be summer homework. Is there any question about this general membership? So just to on the premier membership, we will have 5. At the moment, we are going to have 5 premier memberships. So this is for the moment limited. This opportunity is limited to the TSC board, but we will open this next year. And because we have a specific governance where we have a voting process, so we will make it available next year. And for the general sponsor, we will have at least 4 companies that wants to be general sponsor. If there are more, don't hesitate to ask information here or to ask a question to Théophile, Giuseppe, or me, or to Linux Foundation Europe to have more information. Any clarification on this point? Question? Remarks? No? I think at the beginning of the meeting, we had a question from HPE on this. Did I, or Canonical, I don't remember. Did I answer to your question?
Pretty clear on my side, thank you.
Thank you, François.
Thank you.
So now the mic is open. Is there any other things we have forgotten to mention, but it's important on the activity of the project, or any question, any remark? Mic is open.
Thank you, Guillaume. Cosmin from HPE, and I would like to take this opportunity to discuss with you and to ask for your feedback to this committee of the possibility to participate in this project with several activities that we already doing in the Linux Foundation. And specifically, we see opportunities to participate and to help in several working groups. But now for today, I would like to focus on the first working group, and specifically to mention our activities in the Open Distributed Infrastructure Management project out of the Linux Foundation. So I'm not sure if we can take a few minutes out of this session to just provide a short introduction, and then see what other pieces of information might be required from your side.
Okay, so thanks for this proposal. I will. It's not always good to modify the good meetings. Okay, so on the next point, you'll have the opportunity. We have a meeting every Tuesday with to the development of a stack. At the end of this meeting, it's also the opportunity to have short demo. But short demo, it can be also how you can see what you have done in Linux Foundation in open source project. How you see the additional value to make it to make this integration within Sylva. And then we will have a technical debate to see the value, if there are any value of this proposal and so on. So definitely is the place where you can propose. So I can mention that HPE will propose?
Yes, please.
Some features around, you mentioned distributed cloud. And the project is ODIM?
Correct. Yeah.
ODIM Linux Foundation project on distributed cloud. Is there anything else also on the networking part? You are, I think HPE is also involved in the NetConf. And,
correct. So it's part of the same project. So basically, we are looking to standardize on the use of the containers to configure all the resources in the data center. So also network functions, compute, storage, switching.
Okay. Okay, so on the next meeting, to be concrete, we have already a topic on federated monitoring. So on the next occurrence, you can request the next schedule to have a deep dive on this part. Okay.
Okay, Guillaume.
So in 10 days. Right. Any other proposal, remarks, question? No? Okay. So I just want to thank all to say to have a good holidays for the happy guys that will be in holidays in August, and we are pleased that the July team is coming back to make the continuity on the project. So many will come back next week. Théophile, Matthew, Ron, and yeah. So we'll have some continuity. See you soon. Tomorrow we've got a work group 2 meeting. So sorry, I forgot to promote this also with Luis. We'll have also a meeting with André to organize the booth. So this is for the end of the day of the week. Okay.
Okay.
So bye bye all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for allowing me and I to speak.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye for now.